if I told you, Link isn't just one hero? He's not just the boy from Kokiri Forest. He's not just the Knight of Hyrule. He's not just the champion who fell and rose again. Link is a legacy, a spirit reborn across centuries, a silent warrior chosen again and again, a hero who never asks for glory, but always answers the call. Tonight, we're telling the full story of Link across a lot of the eras of The Legend of Zelda. Every legend has an origin, and Link's begins in the sky. In Skyward Sword, we meet the very first incarnation of the hero, a boy from Skyloft. Not a knight, not a chosen warrior, just a student, a friend, a young man in love. But when Zelda is taken beneath the clouds, something awakens inside him. Courage. This Link doesn't start as a trained soldier. He stumbles. He doubts. He struggles. But he keeps going. And that's important. Because Link's power has never been about strength. It's about will. It's about choosing to stand back up. When Demise is finally defeated, a curse is born. A cycle of hatred that will follow Hyrule for eternity. Demise's final words seal it. An incarnation of his hatred will rise again. And so will the spirit of the hero. That's when Link stops being just a person. He becomes a destiny. If Skyward Sword is the origin, Ocarina of Time is the legend. This is the Link most people think of when they hear the name. A child of the forest, raised among the Kokiri, outcast, different, not quite belonging. But when the Great Deku Tree calls him, everything changes. Link pulls the Master Sword and loses 7 years of his life. Think about that. He was just a child. And suddenly, he wakes up in a ruined Hyrule. Ganondorf has taken power. The kingdom is burning. This Link carries something no other hero had before him. Loss. He loses his childhood. He loses his innocence. He loses the world he once knew. And when he finally defeats Ganondorf, he's sent back. Returned to a timeline that no one remembers. No one knows what he sacrificed. That's the tragedy of the hero of time. He saved the world and was erased from it. Now here's where things get complicated. Zelda's timeline splits. In one branch, the hero of time fails. Ganondorf wins. This creates the Fallen Hero timeline, the world of A Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and the original Legend of Zelda. Here, Link is not the same boy from the forest. He's another incarnation, another young warrior drawn into battle against Ganon. This version of Link feels different. He's less naive, more capable from the start. By A Link to the Past, the hero isn't discovering courage, he already embodies it. This era shows something powerful. Even if one Link falls, the spirit continues. The hero is not one life. It's an idea. Back in the timeline where Link returns to his childhood, something haunting happens. In Majora's Mask, Link wanders into Termina, alone. No Navi, no kingdom cheering him, no recognition. This is the most personal story of Link ever told. He's not saving Hyrule. He's helping broken people, a grieving father, a lonely girl, a soldier without purpose. This Link learns empathy. He sees fear. He sees loss. He sees mortality. And when he stops the moon from falling, he leaves again, quietly. Later, in Twilight Princess, we meet a new Link, a ranch hand from Ordon Village. This Link is older, stronger, more grounded. But what makes Twilight Princess powerful is the hero Shade, the ghost of the hero of time. He teaches this new Link forgotten sword techniques. That means something incredible. The hero of time wasn't remembered by the world, but his spirit endured long enough to guide the next hero. Link is not alone across time. He stands on the shoulders of himself. In the timeline where the hero of time vanished, Hyrule flooded. The gods themselves sealed the kingdom beneath the sea. And when Ganondorf returned, there was no hero. That's the key. The hero of time never came back. So the people prayed, and nothing happened. Until a boy in green set sail. This Link from the Wind Waker is different. He isn't chosen at first. He forces destiny's hand. He sails into danger not because prophecy demands it, but because his sister was taken. And that's what makes him powerful. He becomes the hero by action, not fate. By the end, when King Daphnis wishes for Hyrule to finally wash away, this Link doesn't cling to the past. He sails forward. He represents something new. Not a hero bound to ancient cycles, but a hero who chooses the future. By the time we reach A Link Between Worlds, the legend of the hero isn't new anymore. It's history. This Link isn't a farm boy. He's not a forest child. He's an apprentice blacksmith living in a kingdom that already knows the name hero. And that changes something. The Master Sword isn't a mystery. The Triforce isn't a rumor. The battle between light and darkness has already happened. This Link doesn't discover a legend. He inherits it. And when Hyrule's parallel world, Lorule, is revealed, we see a version of a kingdom that gave up. Lorule destroyed its own Triforce to end conflict. And in doing so, it erased hope. That's the contrast. Hyrule survives because of its heroes. Lorule falls because it lost them. This Link reminds us that courage isn't about power, it's about responsibility. He doesn't just save Hyrule, he restores belief. Now, let's go even further back. Before Ganondorf was the main threat. Before timelines fractured. In the Minish Cap, we see Link as a childhood friend of Zelda once again, but this time in a smaller, more whimsical world. This Link feels lighter, more curious, less burdened. But when Vadi rises, we see something familiar. Link steps forward without hesitation. And then there's Four Swords, a fascinating twist on the hero's spirit. Here, Link is split into four. 4 personalities, 4 bodies, 1 courage. This concept says something profound. The hero's spirit isn't just reincarnated. It's divisible. Courage is not fragile. It multiplies. Even if divided, the hero still stands. Now we arrive at something transformative. Breath of the Wild changed everything. For the first time in the series, Link failed. The champions fell. Hyrule Castle was destroyed. Zelda was left alone holding back Calamity Ganon for 100 years. And Link, he died. Or at least, he should have. When he awakens in the Shrine of Resurrection, something is different. This Link doesn't remember who he is. He's quiet, more reserved than ever. And for the first time, we see his vulnerability. Through Zelda's memories, we learn something heartbreaking. Before the fall, this Link was stoic because of pressure. He felt the weight of expectation. The Silent Knight, the chosen swordsman, the protector of the princess. He didn't speak much, not because he lacked personality, but because he felt he had to be perfect. And when everything collapsed, he lost not just the kingdom, he lost himself. Breath of the Wild isn't about defeating Ganon. It's about rebuilding identity. Piece by piece, memory by memory. Courage doesn't roar in this game. It breathes, it walks across empty fields, it climbs mountains alone. It survives, And when Link finally stands before Calamity Ganon again, it's not destiny, it's redemption. If Breath of the Wild was about rediscovery, Tears of the Kingdom is about resolve. This Link has already saved Hyrule once. He has nothing left to prove. And yet, when Ganondorf returns, in a more ancient and terrifying form than ever before, Link steps forward again. No hesitation. No prophecy speech. No dramatic declaration. Just action. But here's what makes this era different. Zelda sacrifices herself in a way no princess ever has. She becomes something eternal. And Link, he refuses to give up on her. Across floating islands, through ancient ruins, across time itself. This Link isn't just fighting evil, he's fighting despair. He's fighting fate. He's fighting the idea that some things can't be undone. And when he reaches her, when he catches her falling from the sky, that moment defines this era's hero. He is not just courage. He is devotion. What makes Link timeless? Across every era, every timeline, every version, Link changes. Sometimes he's a child, sometimes a knight, sometimes a sailor, sometimes a survivor. But some things never change. He never seeks power for himself. He never hesitates when someone needs help. He never demands recognition. He just acts. Link is the embodiment of quiet courage. Not loud, not boastful, not driven by glory, just steady. And that's why he endures. Here's something incredible. Link rarely speaks, yet he is one of the most iconic characters in gaming history. Why? Because Link is not defined by dialogue. He's defined by choice. Every time you pick up the controller, you become him. You choose to enter the dungeon. You choose to face the monster. You choose to stand when others fall. That's the genius of Link. He isn't just a hero in the story. He's a hero in you. Across decades, consoles, art styles, and timelines, the spirit of the hero never fades. It evolves, it adapts, it rises again. Because courage is timeless. From Skyloft to the Great Sea, from Kokiri Forest to the ruins of Hyrule Castle, from a child without a fairy, to a knight without memories, to a champion without fear, Link has stood against darkness in every age. Not because he was destined to win, but because he refused to give up. And as long as there is a Hyrule to protect, as long as there is someone who believes in courage, the hero will rise again. And his name will always be Link. If you enjoyed the story of Link across every era of Zelda's timeless hero, and you love deep dives into legendary characters, lore, and cinematic storytelling like this, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel more than you know. And if you want more stories told like this, from Zelda to Final Fantasy and beyond, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon so you're the first to know when a new story drops. There are so many more legends to explore, and I can't wait to share them with you. I'll see you in the next adventure.